Hi guys, Dorota International Nail Artist and Educator here, and I'm in with Rashi. We had just a normal appointment time, like for fibers, which is obviously an hour, and we decided that the set is going to be so pretty after talking through it, what we want to do it, that it would be a shame to don't record it. So here we are, especially that you guys asked me for recording more of those shorter nails, so that's why we are recording it. Unfortunately, I cannot show you what we had on those nails before because I have already removed the color. So that was a nice nude plated design and here, and today we are going to do an absolutely stunning Aurora nails. So what I did, I have removed the color, then I have dehydrated the nails, removed any dust from it. I have did first round of the cuticle work. This is a blue scrub to clean everything nice and properly, so there is no dust particles. And then we are going to put an extra nail prep to dehydrate nails further. Those nails are natural nails, and we've got a fiber in a bottle on them, so that's like a bulgur in a bottle gel. Then the right hand, we are going to put universal air bond after the nail prep is ready and dry. So universal air bond on the entire nails. We don't have to apply it on the places where we already got the old product, only where the natural nail is. There we are, and the thumb. Perfect. Wait for it to dry, and then we are going to use some satin pink. So that's a fiber in a bottle and a satin pink color. I can switch off those fan now. So I have to keep it there so we in focus. I'm picking up a small scoop of the product and apply it through the entire nail, cap the free edge, brush it really well, cap the free edge, and then pick up a scoop of the product to build up the tiny apex. Because they are a natural nail, so we don't want the apex to be too big. And what I did, I was shaking off the product and then pressing harder, so I've got less filing later on. Okay, so nice and thin layer, give those shaky motion so your product released from the brush, especially that is quite thick and it's freezing today, like we couldn't heat up with Rashi. She's actually having a scarf on her. And now I'm just releasing the product into the missing part and then pressing harder to smooth it out. I'm checking how the product is behaving, and sometimes I'm able to do it maybe one nail, sometimes I'm able to do 5 of them, depending on the client's temperatures hand. No, client's hand temperatures of the client's hand. Anyway, something like this, and the temperatures of the salon. Okay, you could see it, I did smash it, the gel polish, like slap it, because it had air bubble. So I wanted to remove this air bubble. And then if it's necessary, I can just touch it up like this. I'm checking for any imperfections, and then another nail. So give those shakes. It's much faster, the application, otherwise the product is quite stiff, you know, and the brush is soft, so it can be quite tricky to apply. That's why I'm doing those kind of motions. Perfect inside. Do it the same on the other hand. So once this hand is cooking, I can do it 1 or 2 nails. Actually, I'm going to do it only 1 and then swap the hands so we can have 1 hand ready, because fiber in a bottle cures 60 seconds, but I like to sometimes give it like even a 90 seconds cure, so it's last perfectly. If you need it, just touch up the sides. Here I have touched the cuticle, so I have to remove it before we cure it, change, and then do the thumb. So nice and thin layer, cap those free edge, nice and thin layer, pull the nail folds down so we can really cap those side too. And then fill up the missing part of the product. So just release it from the brush and then press really hard to smooth it out. Check it for any imperfections. You can just touch them up and then give it a cook. Okay, now when my hand is curing, I've got 60 seconds to 90 seconds because I want to cure it 90 seconds to apply the product on this hand. Another scoop. So here I've got quite a decent amount missing. I'm not pressing as hard in there. Now guys, don't apply it also too close to the cuticles. The only first layer you want it to be really nice and close to the cuticle, because if you do go, and doesn't matter if it's a gel, I know in school they teach us, because they did teach me that as well, like we have to go as close to the cuticles. And then what is ending up, like I'm seeing so many beginners, nail technician, going so close to the cuticles that they got big jump later on when the nails grow, and you really don't want to see this jump. So I've got product close to the cuticle with this thin layer, and then the next layer when I'm starting building the structure is a little bit further down. So when the nails grow later on, and you know, sometimes I'm too busy to squeeze in my clients, so they have to walk through like maybe 6 weeks with their nails on, you don't want to be able to see this growth. And this application prevents this growth because being so visible, because we've got only top coat on the natural nail when it's growing. Oh gosh, did it sound right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you understood?
I did.
Okay, thanks God. Okay, Rashi did understood, so you guys probably will understood that as well. Now I can see it, the product kind of starts running a little bit to the side, so we are going to freeze it for 5 seconds on top of your other hand. Just freeze it, 5 seconds freeze, and that will also give me a time to mix my product, which I can put it on the side. So what I'm always doing is I'm using those oh, I've got mixture. So I've got very baby blue, as I told you guys when we was recording. I take the top hand. We are keeping always on the desk a very pale pink and very pale blue, because those two colors looks absolutely fantastic. So nice and thin layer. I think I've got something in there. Let me check. Do I? No. That's just a fiber. So you can also see the reason why these gels are called fibers. They've got some special fibers in them just to make the... Can you see those fibers? Oh no, that's a wee... I knew it. I had something in there. There we are. But anyway, on the brush, you can still kind of see it when the structure is that they are some sort of... Thank you. No, not those kind of fibers. That's a fiber from... Not those type of fibers. Oh gosh. Okay, now it's all nice and clear. But I can see it when I'm touching it. It does has the fibers like to make the product stronger. Change your hands. Okay, remove the inhibition layer. So we are going to remove the inhibition layer from all of them. I might show you maybe on 1 or 2 how I'm filing it. And then we can move on into the design, because as I say, we weren't ready for the recording at all. It was such a quick set. So remove the edges from the file. I did probably before, but just in case, do it one more time. We are going to shape the free edge so it's nice. We are going to touch up everything around the cuticle area, just like this, to blend everything out. And to be honest, this nail is so pretty, that's enough. For Aurora pigment, we have to always make sure we've got as nice and smooth surface as possible, because chrome shows, it works almost like a magnifying glass to show up any imperfections. So we have to make sure the nails are really nice and pretty. Okay, couple scratches there and there. Next one. Perfect, thank you. I love my clients, they always so well behaving, they know what to do. So there we are. Blend around the cuticle area. You don't want to be able to see it where the product is starting. And another tip, doesn't matter what shape I file, I try to keep the side walls nice and parallel. Juliet, help me. Parallel, yeah. And then I can shape the free edge. Next one. So here I've got a bit more filing on this side. I'm going to do it. And I'm using 100 by 180 grit. It's just my favorite file. It's such a universal one. It works fantastic. and it's really effective. So you can see it, we have already filed this hand, just the thumb to do it, didn't remove the inhibition layer. File this one, and here I've got a bit more product at the free edge, so we need to thin it out. You don't want a bulk of the product at the free edge, it doesn't look nice, especially on such as beautiful and slim nails. Like those nails are one of the prettiest nails from all the clients we've got. So I'm just thinning it out, and that already looks much better. Then we are going to grab a white buffer. So white buffer, and buff it all over. So first of all, I'm not bothered how I'm buffing. I can go really nice and fast. I'm not risking to cut my client because I'm filing only in the middle, and look what I'm doing. Her nail folds are completely protected. Maybe that's why I'm struggling later on with my thumbs and the fingers. But yeah, so they fully protected. I'm not going near the cuticle, near the side walls, because I could hurt the client at that speed. Remove the dust, and then I can see what we are going to do it. So I'm going to file it gently on this side. Quite often I swapping to the great buffer as well. Actually I might do that because it's comfier. So the great buffer is it's comfier around the cuticle area. And it's also 100 by 180 grit. So just blend everything in there. You cannot have the jumps like this. And at this time I'm also, if it's necessary, I've got not sharp file, and I'm just touching up those side walls, like if there is anything which I don't like, because it's easier for me to see it. Buff it this side. And then the first nail is done. Do it the same in here. So with this one I'm kind of brushing down any kind of bits and pieces which might be in there. Very gentle around the cuticle area. It's an extremely sharp buffer as well, and you don't want to hurt your client. You know, when we can go crazy, we can go crazy, but when we have to slow down, we have to really slow down. And also quite often with the buffer, I'm just touching up some bits and pieces just to make sure things are nice. Do the same in here. I'm going to show you on the one hand, and then I will do it the other hand myself, just so I can speed up a little bit, and so we manage on time before my next client. Okay, same in here. Very gentle. And the thumb. Okay, after this part will be done, I will grab the cuticle nippers, and if it's necessary, just before we start painting, see, I don't like this side wall, so let me straighten it up. Yeah, but just before that I'm going to do a final cuticle check, and then we'll be able to do a beautiful design. So let's touch it up. And sometimes I cannot see the things until I take a buffer and I start, now that's better, until I start buffing. See also the difference, like you don't want to be able to see it where the product is starting. If you can see it, that means it's wrong. It will be more prone to lifting, and the growth is not going to look nice. And you want the nails to look okay even after 4 weeks. Okay, fantastic. So clean the dust, which we are just at the edge of the camera. And then I will also change the setting of the camera because it's a bit too close to the middle, so I can almost run away from the view, and I don't want that. Okay, cuticle nippers, and we are just going to touch up those cuticles on the places where we need to. Just a wee raggy bits and pieces. And this is also a time when I can really inspect the nails, like, and if I'm unhappy about something, I can just touch it up. Okay, but I'm happy with this hand. We can just do the same on the other one and then start the design. Okay, that's them all clean, so we are going to apply Baby Boomer first. So I've got those blue, and then I've got some sponges with the form. So remove any fluffy bits and pieces. You don't want them in there. And then we are going to place those blue in here. It looks quite dark, other hand. But once we blend it, it will be nice and natural. So with the sponge, you can see it how much it did lighten up. So with the sponge, we are just going to blend that in. And guys, you can see it, they are quite, I mean, short, normal length nails. For natural nails, they're really long. Compared to extensions, they are quite short. But we can easily go with the sponge technique to create the ombre as well, even on those type of shorter nails. Because you're just taking away, like I'm touching with the clean side, and then blending everything in. And if you don't want any fluffs, you have to once sometimes just touch it and remove those fluffs on the sides. Okay, in this way we have created a nice shade of blue. And we are going to cure it. Then on this hand, we can start doing the design. So High Shine No Wipe Top Gel. Oh gosh, the top coat is so thick. Oh no, it's freezing and it's so thick. This is going to be challenging, guys. I didn't expect the top coat to be so cold. Oh my goodness. I have never worked with such a thick top coat. But hey ho. We love when the things happen on the camera. So what I will do in this case, now obviously I have no time because we didn't expect to record it. I would put it on the heater, just to warm up this top coat a little bit. This one was just freshly taken from the cupboard, making it so stiff. I'm still trying to make sure I have no fluffy bits and pieces. And that's the top coat goes on pretty thin, which is quite difficult when the top coat is such a thick consistency. And the curing time, now I will need to cure it probably a couple seconds longer because the product, different thickness product cures different time and no one can tell me different. So I'm going to give it a couple seconds longer cure. So normally 60 seconds will be a perfect. Now we are going to cure it 60-70 seconds to make the Aurora to work. This is terrible. We've got actually a snow forecast for this week. For a few days. Yay! Change. It is a top coat. It's just unbelievable how the temperatures is changing because of the weather. Looks cute, like, and look at this now. Have to be. But I love it. I love how it goes pink, purple, and then blue. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so we're just rubbing those chrome in there, and it's so pretty because you can see pink and blue and purple and all sorts of different colors. This is also a birthday set as well for Rashi, so we thought this would be nice. And I just couldn't not record it. You know, guys, look how amazing it is, like absolutely fantastic. So once we have done that, we need to give it a couple scratches because we have used the high shine. No, I can't believe how thick it was. I was like thinking like, no, this can't be. It must be a base gel. Put the fan on so we can remove the dust. And now, actually, I'm going to quickly put the stop on the heater because otherwise it will just drive me nuts. And then wrap the pigment on the other hand. Okay, so we have to protect everything with the top coat now. Did you ever have jumper nail on you?
No.
No, okay. I will do some... Gosh, I can't believe how thick it is. Obviously, by playing like this, I'm creating air bubbles, which is not good. So clean everything. Apply the top coat. We need to protect our design. Did you ever had sugar on your nails? No, okay. So we are going to do on Rashi something which she never had it before, but I'm sure she will love it, and you guys as well, because I would love to wear this set on my nails as well, like absolutely unbelievably amazing. So play 3 hours with those freezing top coats because it's quite cold in Scotland. I had to actually jump on the sunbed because I couldn't heat up today, like I was shaking that my back even click. You know, when you tense so much, like from cold, and then you've got something like clicking in your back. We'll be walking like a granny back home. Okay, so top coated everything properly if you can. That's why I love, guys, videos from the salon, because you cannot hide anything. They always fantastic life experience. And they just show the real struggle of the nail technician life. And it just shows that nothing goes perfect. There is always something on the way. Almost there. Gosh, 3 hours later, applying a top coat which was freezing. Okay, make sure you cap the free edge for Aurora. I mean, the good stuff about it is because it's so thick, she will have a decent amount of the top coat, so there is no way they will chip inside. Okay, jumper time. So I'm going on the back of the form. On the back of the form, we are going to paint the jumper, and it is going to be white and blue. Okay, just because we've got those kind of ombres, so we're going white and blue, and then we'll do some snowflakes as well. So I'm picking up the scoop of that. Rashi don't knows what is that, so she's waiting what I will produce. And I will show her at the end, like, ta-da! And then I can see her reaction. She can't see it because of the direction of her finger going down. So she can't see it yet. Yeah, I'm going to not show her at all until it's finished. And I can do a real ta-da! Okay, Dorota, be quiet so you can impress Rashi. Oh gosh, I'm terrible sometimes, I am. Okay, so basically, no, I cannot describe it, guys. I'm going to describe what I'm doing on the second nail, because otherwise Rashi will know what I'm painting. And I don't want her to know. And then, just don't look. And then I'm grabbing the white one. And I'm grabbing this one. Gosh, this is a nice description. And then you do this, guys. Okay, and then after you have done that, after you have done that, you have to take this sugar, because she didn't have sugar before as well. And you go and do like this. Then you remove the excess. Obviously she can't see it yet because you guys know that it needs to be cured first before we can cook it. We can clear it. So I'm not going to show you. I need to clean it. It's not wow yet. Change. It will be wow once we finish.
It's like my scarf.
Yes, it is like your scarf. Oh wow. Yes, it is. Actually, it is.
My mom made it for me.
Oh, see?
She sent it through.
Did she done it for a birthday present?
Yeah. She made it herself.
That's a pretty one. I didn't get inspired from it. It was just how you say it? Not surprise, but
Coincidence.
yeah.
Yeah. It isn't coincidence.
But guys, actually being inspired by clients' clothes is a nice idea for you, because you quite often ask me where I get the ideas from. So you can get inspired. I swear I didn't get inspired. Oh, you know, but it is a nice idea for you, because that's mean they are wearing something what they like. And if you get inspiration from their clothes, that's mean you are going to make something what they are going to like, because they're already wearing it, you know. So this is a wee tip for you guys. It can be from their bag, it can be from their jewels. Like quite often we are matching Rashi's clock, and the ring like is absolutely amazing as well. Oh yes, it is visible. Maybe I move it because cameraman might cut it, so there we are. So yeah, getting those kind of inspiration from the clients is an awesome way to give them something what they are going to like. Okay, so now we are going, look at my brush, really flat, a really large contact with the nail. Really large contact with the nail. And then a couple of those dots. We have to also do some snowflakes, and I better hurry up because I've got next client in 10 minutes. Plenty time. I will manage to escape as well. Okay, sprinkle it, touch it up, change. And then the quick snowflakes. But so they're nice and pretty. So here you can see the dot. See also guys, sometimes like the nails can look messy during the process. Like, and I do really fix as I go. So here we are. Now it's nice and pretty. There was a particle of the either dust from the mirror or something. And when I'm doing a placement of my snowflake, I would do it in a place to hide this dot. Same when I'm applying the top coat, if I see some imperfections or something, just touch it up so you can fix it, those imperfections, and then overall you get a nice and beautiful look. I love doing snowflakes this way because they look so delicate, so pretty, so effective, and so wow. But also they are quite time efficient. So here I'm going to show you, I'm not going to struggle. This is how I'm doing on the clients as well often. Is it in the camera? Yes, thank you. And this is quite often, guys, you are asking me, like when I'm doing something on the tips, how would you do it on the client? You can twist their hand 360 degrees, just normal as you would do it on the display stand I'm using. Change. They look messy, Rashi, because you never had sugar, so once we cure them I can go with the brush and the sugar will be only visible on
I've seen the...
You seen the video?
No, I've seen a picture.
You seen the picture? Oh, okay.
Something like this. I think so, it's that. No?
Picture of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have seen a picture of sugar because it's one of my favorite techniques for winter months. So the sugar can feel rough, a little bit rough for maybe a day or two. And then it is fine and you kind of get used to, and it will stay on, no trouble at all on your nails. I am sure, 100% of that. Let's twist it. Thank you. Can I show it in the camera again? So normally I wouldn't bend the client hand as strong, but then because of the angle of the camera, I have to do it a bit stronger than normally. Perfect, go back. It does really make your life easier if you can just twist the client hand, honestly, guys. Sugaring, we always cook the sugaring. Can you put your hand tiny bit more in so the thumbs, yeah. Sugar, we always cure it 60 seconds. If you make thicker lines, cure it even 90 seconds. Because as I say, products cures different thickness. And change. And now I can do the taram. So clean the excess of it and look, guys, how pretty. I mean, they are not pretty yet. I need to clean the dust and the corners, but look at this.
Love it.
So yeah, nice and shiny, glamorous birthday nails, but also going with the winter time.
Oh, now I get it.
See, that's what I mean. Like, but I promise you, it wouldn't. I will show you on my nails once I finish you. I take the gloves off because, of course, I've got sugar on my nails as well. So you could feel mine, which was done just the same way, and you will feel the difference of it. So let me just apply some cuticle oil as well, just so the things can look nice and pretty. And then we are going to take an amazing thumbnail picture. I love the fact that we've got 2 colors in here, and then we've got a couple of the colors in there. Sometimes even if I finish the set of the nails and I see something, like, I don't know, maybe this one, I can see it as I could do like, there we are. I can, you know, play with those kind of little detail just before I take the final picture. But I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed this very short video. I'm sending you glittery hugs and bye for now.